name is Kel Sounds, and today I want to show you guys my sound design session. And I think I'm going to show you guys this preset first, which is a faceplant preset. There's a lot of effects going on in here, but the main thing for the sound really is this analog generator and the sub. And so our first analog group is going through lane 1, which just has a lot of distortion on it, which fold back distortion, and then it has a high pass filter on it, cutting the bass frequencies. And our sub here is got a little bit of a downwards pitch shift on it with this frequency shifter. Went ahead and set the bass to mono, even though there was really no stereo information to begin with. Yeah, unless there's like unison on it, I don't think there is any stereo information. So this stereo snap-in is probably not really needed. But then I added 4 decibels of gain and a low pass filter with the slope at 2 and the cutoff around 150 hertz, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 150 hertz. And most of the sound is coming from the post-processing, and as you can see, there's a bunch of effects on here. I got slice EQ, multipass. Actually, interesting thing about the multipass is that I didn't use a regular OTT. I kind of had to first turn the signal down a whole lot because it was kind of just like smashing through each multi-band here, and so I decided just to lower it down and then solo each individual band to my own liking, and then play it back all together until I was satisfied with the sound. And then I always like to saturate the overall sound, but not adding too much, so the mix is at 5%. And then I went ahead and duplicated the multipass again after the filter automation with the cutoff, which is down here. It's not this LFO, this is controlling the frequency shifter. Let me just find it. Oh, here it is. Okay, so it's this LFO. I gotta rename everything just to stay organized. But yeah, let's see, I added another shaper after the first multipass and the filter automation. Then I added the same multipass from the first one. The only thing I didn't do is I got rid of the distortion because I already figured, oh, there's enough distortion already. And especially with the shaper on the post effects of the multipass. And so I really liked the way it sounded after the filter. I put it before and it didn't have the same sound that I liked. Here, let me just play this MIDI real quick. So it sounds like this. But if I put it before the filter, it still sounds okay, but not really to my preference. So I figured I think I'm just gonna put it after the multipass to bring the sound out even more. And then without it, it sounds like, which still sounds pretty good. Oh, I also have this second analog generator right here as well, so I'm going to turn this off and play this. And this has unison on it, and for both of these generators, I actually went ahead and turned up the synchronization. I think so. The second one just has detune, this first one doesn't. Or no, yeah, it does, but it's not as noticeable. Another cool thing too that I went ahead and added was a filter on this group here and automated the cutoff. So without it, it sounds like this. With it, sounds like, I don't know, to me I just kind of like that tight sound with the filter. And then the more you lower down the Q, the more noticeable it is. But as you turn up the Q, kind of lets the sound breathe a little bit more. I'm just going to show you the rest of the effects. I also added a compressor, pretty much squished the whole sound, added a very slow release and a very fast attack to have a more sustained sound, and then the threshold's at -20, so a lot of compression going on. The ratio is at 4. Without it, it sounds like this. Really squished the sound, really. It sounds like just completely crushed. But with a compressor, wow, that compressor is doing a lot of work. And then I went ahead and added a slice EQ to clean up the sound a little bit more. And then I added another shaper table. And this is automating, or I'm automating the mix with an LFO. So let's see, which one is it? I think it's this, okay, so this first one here. Have the rate going a little bit faster. The mix is being turned up to 100% with this LFO automation. Yeah, I really like the way that sounded. Then I went ahead and added a snap heap for reverb with a convolver, and this is doing parallel processing. Then after the snap heap is another slice EQ doing some more cleaning up with the frequency. So I did a dip around like, was it 128 hertz? And I did a lot of gain reduction around there. And so without it sounds like this. And then with it sounds like this. Yeah, and then the last thing I added was a limiter, and I pushed the end gain to about 10. Actually, I kind of want to try something here. If I turn this down, added a gain, and then turn the volume down here, and then did this. Huh. I guess it's kind of the same thing, except with the compressor, it's shaping the sound more instead of just lowering down the volume of the overall sound. I'm just going to turn that back on. And yeah. But yeah, that's the final sound that I came up with, and I want to try and make a sample pack out of this. I actually put a arpeggiator on it, so that's why it kind of bounces like that with the bass. These are some other audio samples that I got, messing around with some MIDI and an arpeggiator. But yeah, I don't have the arpeggiator on it now, so it's just playing one note at a time. And so yeah, these are some of the samples that I got from using the ARP. Oh, and I also had this ringtone thing going on as well. But it was just like an LFO shape, kind of like a sample and hold where it just holds the value instead of like a more sloped shape inside of LFO. And so that's how I got that little ringtone effect. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh my god. Teletubby vibes over here. Heck yeah, we're gonna make a Teletubby beat. Okay, here we go. This recording was me messing with the gate of the arpeggiator. In the end, I didn't really want the ARP on the preset, except for this recording this loop. I thought it sounded pretty cool. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys the preset. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios.